Okay, so you can essentially move there, and if you notice, you can test and move all of them, right? And if you notice that one blade is moving more than the other, then you know its blade has become loose, and that is one of the main cause of it making noise. So first step is you want to remove all the bulbs here. So I want to notice something. I am removing the bulbs. So first of all, make sure the switch is turned off, and then remove all the bulbs. Okay, next thing is you need to remove this thing. Now to remove this, if you notice I have these 3 screws, you might have something else. So I'm going to start removing these screws, and I'm going to remove all of these. Right? So that's what you want to do, and start removing all of this by removing these screws. Notice how this come out, and that's how you want to do, and remove all the 4 screws, all the 4 of these, so that you can work and you have enough space. Then we are going to actually remove this whole thing. Okay, next there are 3 screws. One right below this thing here, this plug for the light. The second screw is here, almost like 2/3, like 1/3 of the level here, and then the third screw is right below this Hampton Bay logo. If you come this side, and here Hampton Bay logo, if you come this side. Now essentially what you need to do is, if you have trouble, you might unscrew, then move this thing so that it doesn't block you. You just move the fan wings so it don't block you. You just need to remove the screws, and then this whole thing will come out, but it will hang. So after you have removed everything, that's why we removed everything, because you can remove it without removing all the other stuff, but it is very heavy, and then this cannot hold the weight. So after you remove the 3 screws, right, this thing can help, but it can hang because it's not that heavy, and it is connected using this connector. You don't really need to remove the connector. You can remove it if you want, but I found that it's not too heavy, so I don't need to remove it. Once you remove this, then what you need to do is you need to tighten the screws here, because this part, all of these blades were very loose. Now the problem is this black thing here, but if you notice there is a gap, so that is the advantage that you need to take. What you need is a gun that I'm going to use next, that I'm going to show you. Actually use a screwdriver like this, or you can, if you have a gun, you can just use it to tighten it. But what you want to do is, if you notice, I can see the blade screw here. I'm going to tighten this one. So next, or I'm going to show you with the screwdriver. Okay, in my case the screws were very loose. I have tightened some of them. I'm going to tighten the remaining ones. Tighten. Then tighten the next one. Then rotate the fan. And now you can see the other screws. So there are 5 blades, each with 2 screws, so there are 10 screws. So 2, 3. So 4 screws. And I can see the screws by rotating them and looking at from the gap here. 6. And tighten it and tighten it. 7, 8 and 9 and 10. Hopefully if I've done this correctly, and you can check the blades. None of the blades are loose now like previously they were, which is perfect, right? So now if you turn on the fan, which I will do next, you will see there will be no noise. So if you notice now, there is no noise. Before it was like very loud noise, because blades were hitting each other a little bit. Not the blade itself, but the blade attachments were hitting each other. But now they do not hit each other. So what it means is all the blades are tightened. Okay, so now we are just going to do reverse. We are going to turn it off first. We are going to do the reverse, and we are going to put everything back the way it was. So just do what you did exactly, or you can reverse and just do reverse of that. And that's it. You will have your Hampton Bay ceiling fan noise problem fixed. Okay, thank you.